So the next remedy we have is Cina from Allen's keynotes, worm seed family composite, adapted to children with dark hair, very cross, irritable, ill-humored, want to be carried but carrying gives no relief, does not want to be touched, cannot bear you to come near it. Averse to caresses, desires many things but rejects everything offered. I repeat, desires many things but rejects everything offered. Constantly digging and boring at the nose, picks the nose all the time, itching of nose, rubs nose on pillow or shoulder of the nurse. Children suffering from worms, pitiful weeping when awake, starts and screams during sleep, grinding of teeth. Face is pale, sickly white and bluish appearance around mouth. Sickly with dark rings under the eyes, one cheek red, the other pale. Canine hunger, hungry soon after a full meal. Craving for sweets and different things, refuses mother's milk. Urine turbid when passed, turns milky and semi-solid after standing, white and turbid, involuntary. Cough, dry with sneezing, spasmodic, gagging in the morning, periodic, returning spring and fall. Child is afraid to speak or move for fear of bringing on a paroxysm of coughing. Relations: compare antim crude, antim tart, brainia, chamomilla, creosotum, silicea, staphylos aureus in irritability of children. In pertussis, after Drosera has relieved the severe symptoms, has cured aphonia from exposure when aconite, phosphorus and spongia had failed, is frequently to be thought of in children as an epidemic remedy when adults require other drugs. Santonine sometimes cures in worm affections when Cina seems indicated but fails. Cina, Boericke Materia Medica, worm seed. This is a children's remedy, big, fat, rosy, scrofulous, corresponding to many conditions that may be referred to intestinal irritation such as worms and accompanying complaints. An irritability of temper, variable appetite, grinding of teeth, and even convulsions with screams and violent jerkings of the hands and feet are all within its range of action. The Cina patient is hungry, cross, ugly and wants to be rocked. Pain in shocks, skin sensitive to touch. Mind: ill humor, child very cross, does not want to be touched or crossed or carried, desires many things but rejects everything offered, abnormal consciousness as if having committed some evil deed. Headache alternating with pain in abdomen, relieved by stooping, pain in head when using eyes, dilated pupils, yellow vision, weak sight from masturbation, strabismus from abdominal irritation, eye strain, especially when presbyopia sets in, pulsation of superciliary muscle. Ears, digging and scratching in ears. Nose, itching of nose all the time, wants to rub it and pick at it, bores at nose till it bleeds. Face, intense circumscribed redness of cheeks, pale hot with dark rings around eyes, cold perspiration, white and bluish around the mouth, grits teeth during sleep, choreic movements of face and hands. Stomach, gets hungry soon after a meal. hungry, digging, gnawing sensation. Epigastric pain, worse, first waking in morning and before meals. Vomiting and diarrhea immediately after eating or drinking. Vomiting with a clean tongue. Desires many and different things. Craving for sweets. Abdomen, twisting pain about navel, bloated and hard abdomen. Stool, white mucus like small pieces of popcorn, preceded by pinching colic, worms. Urine, turbid, white, turns milky on standing, involuntary at night. Female, uterine hemorrhage before puberty. Respiratory, gagging cough in the morning, whooping cough, violent recurring paroxysms as of down in throat. Cough ends in a spasm. Cough so violent as to bring tears and external pains. Feels as if something had been torn off. Periodic, returning spring and fall. Swallows after coughing. Gurgling from throat to stomach after coughing. I repeat, gurgling from throat to stomach after coughing. Child is afraid to speak or move or fear of bringing on paroxysm of coughing. After coughing, moaning, anxious, gasps for air and turns pale. Extremities, twitching and jerking, distortion of limbs, trembling. Paralyzed shocks. Patient will jump suddenly as though in pain. Child throws arms from side to side. Nocturnal convulsions. Sudden inward jerking of fingers of right hand. Child stretches out feet spasmodically. Left foot in constant spasmodic motion. Sleep. Child gets on hands and knees in sleep, on abdomen. Night terrors of children. Cries out, screams, wakes frightened, troubles while yawning, screams and talks in sleep, grits teeth. Fever, light chill, much fever associated with clean tongue, much hunger, colicky pains, chilliness with thirst, cold sweat on forehead, nose and hands. In Cina fever, face is cold and hands warm. Modalities: worse, looking fixedly at an object, from worms at night, in sun, in summer. Relationship: compare, santonine, often preferable in warm affections, same symptoms as Cina, corresponding to the pain in shocks produced by Cina. Visual illusions: yellow sight, violet light not recognized, colors not distinguishable, sight, violet light not recognized, colors not distinguishable, urine deep saffron color, spasms and twitchings, chronic gastric and intestinal troubles, sometimes removed by a single dose of santonin. Compare Teucrium, Ignatia, Chamomilla, Spigelia. Antidote: camphor, capsicum. Dose: third attenuation. For nervous irritable children, 30th and 200th preferable. Santonin in first and third trituration.